Alright, you guys. Last night was officially the end of the part of the grind where you can get 300 shards and 300 pieces in order to get the character that you wanted. So, let's see. We have Omega Rugal, we have Orochi, we have Orochi Yashiro. Who should we get tonight? Now, I have talked a little bit on Orochi Leona, and not the nicest ways in the past, you guys. So, would it do her justice to pick her up? It would. And then if I built her up, I just put her in beast mode. I also have a Mega Rugal. But that would be a nice, gentlemanly thing to do, to pick up Orochi Leona, to apologize for just the way I treated her. Okay, so close, almost clicked her that time. But we're not going to do that. We're going to go with Chrysalid. Active skill reset whenever he gets below 40% CT. That's all you need to know. I'm not going to waste any more time with this video, because now it's time to jump into some PvP. What is going on, you guys? This is once again your guy, Senpai Out. And did y'all like how I did the whole Chrysalid Leona fake out? I mean, it was kind of cool. Disclaimer. If you are a Leona fan, it was just crude humor. I apologize. I think Leona is an excellent character.
Take it easy.
Oh yeah, let's get back into this, changing the subject. On that note, once again, all my characters will not have more than one cooldown card in the attempt to try to keep it fair. Once again, you see I'm rank 697. I am jumping into championship right now, and let's try to get 100 ranks ahead of ourselves and try to climb at least 100 ranks a day, because I wish I had more time to play championship, but with my schedule, it takes quite a little bit of time to make each one of these videos, and since championship is always at a random time, it's a little bit on the tricky side, you guys. But I'm going to actually give a genuine attempt to try to climb as high as I can this week. Alright, and once again, as far as whenever I do the selectors, like right now, say for instance, I would take out Pretty Big and Gonets is who I would do, but instead, I'm always going to let it be random who I fight, because, I mean, think about it, you guys. One day, eventually, you're going to fight an opponent with pretty much every character they have should be banned. And at that point, if you keep banning that character whenever you see they have a different opponent has that character, but a bunch of other characters you'd rather fight, you'll be less versed in that character. So I'd rather do all this shitting in my pants now as opposed to later. It's good for your system. Also drink the Ensure and prune juice. Like what else do old people do? And watch Bob Barker every morning on The Price is Right at about 5:30 in the morning. Eat dinner at around 3 o'clock in the afternoon and go to bed for 6. Okay. Shake back. Fighting Zero. That's what I'm doing. Little combo. Get that 3-tier ready. Bada boom. Kind of wasteful, but I have seen Zeros do wonderful work, especially in comeback situations, so I'm not gonna chance that. Alright, Lady Mr. Big, not to take you seriously, because all your skills combo way too much. You have a massive attack reduction upon landing actives, and ain't trying to mess with you like that. You poisonous serpent, especially if you use a skill tree. Ha! You do, like I said earlier, last video, you guys, whenever I put those 7 videos out in about 5 days, every person that I had a video on is now in championship. So it was as much helping me to study. Say for instance, she hit me, so I'm gonna freeze with stun about 6 seconds later, just on a fever core. I'm talking about Lady Mr. Biggs. Just knowing that in the back of your mind, you have to know these things whenever you combat these opponents, because whenever you're, especially in higher levels in championship, people every little thing like that that could mean an extra 2 seconds of being open is crucial. I mean, think about it. Typically, even if you mess up one time, I should have went with her skill set, but I wanted to waste time because she's gonna pop that one. Oh, I beat it. Time over. 14-9. Got her.
You win.
Cool and collective. Because I am a Mega Rugal.
Round 3.
Oh dear lord. Did I see him in the back of my mind? I swear to god I did not know he was next. Okay, damage immunity skill 2, don't you love it? I'm so happy that both her and Terry's damage immunity is on their skill 2. It's comfortable just having it right there because I'm so used to using Terry. But also, let's finish this up. But also, it's just familiar. It's easy, is what I'm saying. Okay, Mega Rugal. Let's see if I can finish it with just Kula. A little bit safe. God, I love her skill 3, the ice coffin, because you just drop that huge ice boulder and it just stays on the stage. So even if somebody dashes into it, of course, it stays on for like 2 seconds. They'll catch some ice damage. From there, it keeps them in place, and you can combo any one of our other skills into it. Great fight. First, boss. You a beast. And, of course, Toto88. You were the last fight that I had where you genuinely and honestly beat me. The other two, I think, were disconnects because... I got the new championships got a lot of people, especially people that have a lot of good units feeling some type of way in the best way because they actually get to jump in. But at this point, realistically, okay, it's a day before, about 24 hours before the release of the WWE collab. Now I was thinking, okay, we're losing 2 fest units. We're losing the Pretty Zero, the Zero banner, and the Kula banner. So we need a fest unit up. So unless they have a wrestling unit that's an FES unit, or some kind of like crazy mixture like Baseball Vanessa that shouldn't have existed in the first place, they'll probably have the Kaya FES card, the one that's like a better version of the Mr. Big card out right now, in the next 24 hours, just to have some kind of a fest unit banner, because they have to constantly have it up. And of course, factor in they're trying to catch up with JP. But I was thinking, oh, maybe they would have Elizabeth, because that's the last 5-tier card holder that had a banner that isn't out yet in English, or global, I should say. But that would take away from the wrestling event too much, having the Christmas event in May and having the wrestling event, so they might wait a couple weeks for that one. And once again, this is all just off the top of my head, you guys. Don't take anything I say as gospel at this point. This is just me thinking how I would do it if I worked for Netmarble, and how I would efficiently catch up without taking away from an event, while still being able to pump players for rubies. So have the wrestling event, and if they're wrestling fans, cool. If they have a good character, they'll probably go for it. But in higher tiers of championship, the right card set is essential. So let's put a fest. Kai is set out because we haven't had anything since the Platinum White and Dark banner, right after Nakaruru, I believe. And let's find a way to drain them, and then a couple weeks later, let's have Elizabeth, and then either Rock Howard or Nameless, because at that point they could do whoever they want after Elizabeth, because that's the 3-tier era. That's when that officially starts, where you will have a draw banner for every character having a potential 3-tier card at a crazy low rate, but that's when all the characters become more powerful. At that point, they could put out whoever they want, right, Omega Rugal? I'm starting to get good at just talking and playing, you guys. The trick is to imagine that I'm just doing this by myself. Well, in the near future, you're going to see me, like, crazy high rank overnight, and it'll just be because I didn't hit the record button. I lost so much good footage from not hitting the record button. Good job. Great job, Kamuro. That you finish up the faceplant. After Mega Rugal's one of those characters, after he catches you, he can combo into all of his other skills, and especially if he has you against the wall, you're SOL. Sheet out, oh look. Personally. Oh, reflect stun 6 seconds, don't you just love it. from Fever Core. Thank you, pretty big. Eating the way you eat, you're gonna get pretty big one day. Y'all remember from the video where I showcased her? She has like 3 or 4 foods that she enjoys. That's crazy. She's not like one of the anorexic characters like anybody from the Orochi clan, where they don't have any food that they like. Zero also has no food. Original Zero has no food he likes. It was such a pain in the ball sack as fun as testicular cancer to try to get his affinity all the way up to 15. Jesus Christ. Auto battle grind through Epic Quest is what I call that one, with him as the leader. It's so great. Like, to be honest, in this particular game, a lot of people do get tired of PvE if that's what they're really fixated on. But the people that play Championship, that's more real, because you never get tired, and it's incentive to keep collecting and getting the best units and the best cards to push the best units. But Netmarble does pretty good with the amount of content when it comes to PvE and events and stuff like that, but this is the heart and soul of this game in my mind. It's testing a lot of the characters and memes of those characters, apparently. You see 2 of them out right now, obviously on stage. Oh my god! She beat me to it. We both froze up with a Fever Core at the same time. I was trying to power through it. But it's playing memes of your characters, and this is cool. It's a 2D fighting scenario, and that's what I grew up on. And it's like, put 2 quarters up on the dash, you know? Let's test each other's skills. I loved it. Okay. Gotta take this seriously. Hold on. Last round. She's got like 5 tiers ready to roll at any point, so I got her. Okay. Damage immunity. Okay. 3 seconds. Yes! I'm telling you guys, that's what the tier list is. It's super armor, then hyper armor, and then damage immunity. Because hyper armor and super armor can always get broken by a super. Damage immunity, you saw it, lived it, hit it again. Let's see what you want to do about it. She's got almost her 5-tier card. Right now, Pretty Big's a little bit more easy to estimate because a lot of people have afforded her, but have stopped at that point and might have got her 5-tier card. So she's waiting on the cooldown for original one, right? I think I just hit it. I think I hit skill 2. Yep. Children, did anybody out there want a tutorial about how amazing damage immunity is? Like on Kula's skill 2, I think I might have been talking about that either on this video or last video. I have no idea. I'm just... Hold on. Damage immunity. And her skill 3, she can fire as long as she's standing up. And she pushed through me. She's still doing damage, but god damn it. Oh, come on. It's so close. Back up. Okay, about 12 seconds. Skill 2. Hurt me, baby. You saw me push that skill 2. I'm a god. It's the Orochi voice I used yesterday. Should I make him sound simple whenever I do a wow. That's love. Thank you for this fight. That was amazing. This is like probably one of the 7 streak, nice. The top 3 fights ever. So Fatal Fury, Kimura, thank you for the memories, my guy. Like, that was amazing. That fight was just... God damn it. That was... Thank you. You are an excellent challenger. I would love a rematch one day. Alright, back to the random selector. It always takes out the first 2, so I'm not going to even try to build anticipation. But at the same time, it's not me nitpicking which 2 I want to be off. Because remember... I like to have my freak out player defecations in my pants now, instead of it coming as a shock to the system later when I'm at much higher rank. Okay, clone battle. Clone 0, who's not a 0, who's a meme 0, who has resets on their skill 1. Impress me, girl. I see you, Jin Kazama. I'm surprised that you made it this high up. Jin Kazama. Alright, that's not Jin. That's Kazuya. Tripping. Kazuya is amazing, he is. But this is just... This is way beyond the edge of the sandbar, as I stated in one of my earlier PvP strategies, you guys. This is deep water. Of course, if you get to the 100 rank or less, that's like the goddamn Marianas Trench, you know, 7 miles underneath the ocean surface. But I mean, right now we are in deep water, so in the very near future, I'm probably gonna start running 2 cooldown cards, but I'm gonna try to keep up having 2 rounds on team as much as possible. Let me get that 2% out of you real quick. Good one. That's fair. I need to stop talking so much and focus. Okay. Good one. Fran Rock.
Round 2.
Fraggle Rock.
Ready?
Ooh, Pepper Jack love Fraggle Rock. You see, your bitch chose me. Oh dear, what the? How did that even happen? Oh my god. You have 2%. Okay, you got me leaning forward in my chair a little bit. Terry, clean up, man. Call him BG. Do what you little aggravating me. With 2%. You are fighting your guts out. Just what is happening right now? Immunity, and then skill 1. You're at least taking this character out. Oh no, I whiffed the power wave. I never do. That's my favorite character, and I whiffed his power wave. That's such a noob move. Okay. Cool. Damn. Fran Rock. Thank you for the memories. You beat not only my whole team with like a character beating my last 2 people with 2% health. Like, you also took Terry out as one of those people. So, KoF 02, Frank Rock, you a beast. And so are you, Fatal Fury Kimura. Like, okay, but you guys, I'm ranked 584 and 66% win streak. And I think I might call it for today, y'all. This has been a blast. I will be back on tomorrow. I love you guys. And once again, this has been Senpai Out, and I am out. Later, you guys.